Did you play 550 hours of Fortnite in a single week or whatever he was
Mm,
saying?
I you can't.
Okay.
I can't respond to that
Yeah.
question.
Okay. Good. Good dodge. Really expert dodge. Glad you got all this experience. Here we go. Well, it is the second week of LCS here. Cloud9 triumphant over Golden Guardians. I'm joined right now by Sneaky with coverage brought to you by Alienware to discuss how things are going with Cloud9. So let's start off with Golden Guardians because I think a lot of people expected your team to do very well, and certainly it has. But a lot of people also thought Golden Guardians were going to be competitive this split, and right now they're at 0-3. You just had a chance to play them, so what are your impressions?
Um, well, actually, I was gonna say it was definitely the easiest game, but the Hundred Thieves game was really easy too. So
The life of a Cloud9 player. Which of these games was easier?
I don't know. I mean, they didn't really pressure much, and like we ended up getting a 20-minute Baron, and then we did a 28-minute Baron. Like there wasn't really much going on. Their bot lane was just shoving in. I don't think Tom Kent used ult one time the whole game. So yeah, there wasn't much of a issue we ran into. But same as Hundred Thieves, like both games, there wasn't much going on from the enemy side. Um, but yeah, I don't think they're bad or anything, but they're just having some issues, like figuring out how to pressure together, because it kind of just seems like they're pushing lanes but don't really know what to do with it.
I interviewed your counterpart on Team Liquid last week, and he was saying that between Cloud9 and Team Liquid, he feels like those are the only two teams, maybe one or two others, but for the most part, like most of the teams in the LCS don't really do anything. They just, he says, playing against them, it doesn't feel like they try to apply any pressure or play aggressive. They just don't do anything, and Cloud9 and TL are maybe the only ones that are. Do you feel like that's true? I mean, certainly it seems kind of like that might be the case given your description of 100T and GGS's games against you.
Yeah, for the most part. Um, I would say probably Clutch would be closest to proactive out of the teams that we've seen so far. And we haven't played them yet, but yeah, in general, it does seem like there's a lot of passive gameplay. Not really sure why. And we haven't seen too much of TL. We only played them on the stage, and we played like one scrim versus them because when we came back from Korea, we were playing them first week, so we're like, okay, we're not
Yeah.
gonna scrim. So I haven't seen too much of them. So yeah, hard to say for everyone else. I think it's generally true though, for sure.
What do you think of the current meta right now? Because I have started to hear whispers from people complaining about all the flexing and flex picks and all that kind of thing. They find it frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to deal with it too much as bot lane because there's only like two flexes. It's like Victor
Yeah.
and Jace, kind of. They're not really seen that much. I guess Victor's okay, but yeah, I mean, flex picks don't really affect me. But general state of those champions that are getting flex are pretty strong. It's like Urgot, Akali, Aatrox, like they can just go anywhere and destroy. And yeah, I don't know.
So do you? But even if they don't like it, do you like it, or how? What is your general sense?
Uh, I was finding some annoyances with it in solo queue. Like I couldn't tell if there were people queuing up for bot lane in their role, but it was really weird because I kept not getting my role like 4 games, 5 games in a row, like super abnormally. And then people don't want to give up their role as often because, if you have to play the off role, you don't get like total ranking bonus. It's like you get the splash onto the role you want to play. So your off role games are not meaningless, but not nearly as useful as it could be, which just means that you won't get your role as often for everyone, pretty much, if everyone doesn't want to swap. But I think there's also glitches happening because I'm pretty sure there was a guy playing top lane in my game, but he queued for. I don't know if he queued for bot or he queued for top, but he got bot lane, and I queued for bot. I'm like, how did you get my role and I
Yeah.
got your role? Like, did he do this or is this glitch? But I had that so many lobbies in a row, and I was just so confused, and like they didn't even give it up either. I'm just like, all right. I mean,
What?
this is literally the most I've ever autofilled.
I
Like,
mean,
I
if
have
they
like a 98% bot lane, and I swear I'm so much lower.
but if they didn't want to give it up, doesn't that imply that they if they're queued into a role they didn't want and you're queued into a role you didn't want, doesn't it mean that they should want to swap?
It should, but
It sounds kind of suspicious to me.
yeah, like most aren't. I don't know. It's really odd. Which is why I'm saying like I don't know if there's something bugged with the system or like they're abusing something. Like I saw some stuff on Reddit where I don't know. There's one thing where it's like if you're losing a game super early and you think it's donezo, like you just start go laning in a different lane and it'll count as if you're that lane. So like your bot lane is like, oh, this game's over at 2 minutes. I'm running mid, and you start laning mid, and it's like, oh, you played mid lane this game. Nice, dude. Minus 4 LP.
Interesting. Well, we'll see how that pans out. But on stage at the LCS, are you feeling okay with the meta?
Um, yeah. I mean, I do hope they make the 80 items more interesting. I mean, they mixed it up this last year with Stormrazor, and that was, fun to play with. But they're trying to bring back Infinity Edge doing bonus damage instead of true damage, and it's like a weaker version of what it was before, and I feel like that'll be boring. I'm not gonna get bored, but I would rather see something more interesting done than just weaker versions of previous items.
Now, how are things going with Cloud9? Because we've got Niski, which is like the hot topic right now for Cloud9. How's he integrating? How do you feel about the state of the team? All that.
I think it's going pretty well. I guess I already said it a bunch, but we were boot camping. Korea came over here, been playing here for a while. Now it's second week of LCS, but a lot of it's still just trying to get us all on the same page, with each other, and mainly it's like us trying to teach like Niski our way of playing, and he's really accepting of the way we want to do things, and he doesn't have too much of an opinion himself so far. And it might just be because he's trying to really like integrate into our style as much as he can, and then once he's more comfortable, he would probably start having more of like an opinion on things. So yeah, I mean it's going pretty well. It seems like we're progressing pretty well.
Do you miss Jensen?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he was a really good friend of mine. We'd play random games together. Yeah. When Fortnite was hot, we were playing some Fortnite. When
We figured it out. We found the people who were playing Fortnite. I will dominate's been vindicated. Clearly, it was you, right?
I can't lie and say I didn't play Fortnite. I did play Fortnite.
Did you play 550 hours of Fortnite in a single week or whatever he was saying?
You can't.
Okay.
I can't respond to that question.
Yeah, okay. Good dodge. Really expert dodge. Glad you got all this experience. But you were saying you miss Jensen personally, at least playing with him and all that.
Yeah. I mean, I knew him really well, and we get along.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
Like, I knew him really well.
Wait.
It's all over.
I mean, I can't like talk to him as much because when we're playing scrims, he would be there, and I'm talking to him then. In between, same as well. Yeah. And then after, it's like I'm playing solo queue, and like I guess we could duo, but it's it's a little difficult.
Yeah. I mean, you could still play other games with him. Like if you wanted to play Fortnite right now, you could.
I'm doing an interview actually, but
yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. I meant theoretically somebody could have declined this interview and then whatever. And I guess actually he has to play, or he's playing right now, so he can. My point is, you could play with him at some point in time in the near future.
That's true.
Yeah. But you do, but it's over between you two. Is the way you're describing it is like, yes, I remember the long walks on the beach and all that, and it's all gone.
No, I mean we could definitely play. Like I still hang out with Meteos every now and then, so it could probably be something similar with that. Eventually.
What happened last week after Team Liquid beat you guys? Did he come up and say anything? Was there any interaction?
Nothing about the game. I mean, I think it was like, just before the game, we were like talking in the back with me and Impact and Jensen, so we were just chilling a little bit. After the game, fan meets, some interviews, and that's it.
Yeah. So nothing. He didn't come up and whisper in your ear like get bodied or anything.
I wish.
Okay. Wow, that's the type of relationship you're looking for. I understand now. So many things make sense. Let's discuss the rest of LCS. I mean, I know that we're only 3 matches in, but any other surprises from any of the other teams or anything surpass your expectation?
Not so far. I mean, it's pretty normal start to LCS. It's like some teams win all their games, some teams don't.
That is true.
And then it's like some teams that winning all the games, like whoa, are they the next up and coming team? It's like, well, we're 1 week in, so probably not.
Oh, fair enough. Is there anything you want to say to any of the sneakier Cloud9 fans out there?
Hey, what's up?
You can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Well, the skies here are beautiful today, but you know what they're missing? They're missing an aurora. But you know where you can get an aurora? Well, they're the new desktop. Actually, they're not. They have refreshed. They're the desktop that Alienware makes, including, they also make the Area 51. This is not going the way I'd planned it in my head before this outro, but the point is they've got some awesome desktops over at Alienware. There's a link in the description. You can upgrade your rig over there to get some cool performance, some awesome stuff going. Your games will look better. Your frame rate in League will be better. Everything will be better if you check out their stuff. Dell.com/Travis, link in the description below. That'll super help. Hooney's walking over here in a second, so I gotta get out of here. Hi, Hooney. Good luck today. Looking forward to seeing how things go. Oh, you don't need to worry about it? You used to be on Echo Fox. Oh, you don't need luck. Okay. Well, good luck. Thanks for being in my outro. There we go. That makes this interesting, I guess.